Alright, hey guys, this is Wednesday, April 8th. This is geometry review for y'all's quiz. And so basically we're just going to go back through a couple different types of problems dealing with symmetry and isometry and make sure y'all are squared away on those. So the first thing to do is to deal with symmetry. Remember, to do a line of symmetry, basically you're cutting it in half so that one side is the same as the other side. Now, it's rotational symmetry if you could rotate the figure less than 360 degrees and get that same matchup again. And so, for this problem right here, I give you this, and so what you're going to look at is you're going to look, okay, how can I cut this figure so that it matches? And so, if I cut this figure basically right down the middle like this, then this left side, top side, is going to match this bottom side. And so, that would be one example. Now, it would not be rotational, it would just be line, and it would just be line because to get this same matchup again, I would have to rotate the figure all the way back around until it ended up looking exactly like this. So the only way to get this one would be one line, and that's the only way you can do it. You can't rotate it. Now, if you look at the one on the other side of the board right here, I could cut this one straight down the middle too. So that would be one axis of symmetry. But if you notice, the top and the bottom are basically proportionate. So if I rotated this one around from here to here, made this bottom point here, this top point there, then it's going to look identical. And so this one would be rotational because I can rotate it and get it back. I can rotate it less than 360 degrees and get it back. And so that would be rotational symmetry. Okay? So that'll be an example of line symmetry, and then this is an example of rotational symmetry. Now, the second thing you had to do on this quiz deals with isometry. And so, basically what isometry does is it preserves distance. So, if I wanted to know this one that looks like this, they asked me to reflect A over this line X. So I want to reflect A over that line. So I'm going to measure it off to where it's a right angle. So right angle. And then the same distance, so if that distance is 5, this distance is 5, and that's where I put the A prime. Next step is to connect my A prime and my B. So I'm going to connect A prime and my point B together. And then basically the point on the line I'm going to be looking for is going to be where my A prime B line intersects the original line X. And so that would be right here. And so basically, this would be the idea, is that that would be the shortest distance between A and B on this line down to here. Okay? So, that gives you an example of one doing the isometry, and that gives you an example of rotational symmetry, as well as an example of line symmetry. And so that's pretty straightforward. On the quiz just you don't have to do 5 or 6 because they're wanting you to construct, and you only have to do, and you would need a compass and a protractor, and that sort of thing, which we don't have for y'all. And so I'll only do 1 through 4 on the quiz. So 1 through 4 on the quiz. Alright, so keep going with if you have any other questions, that'll be it. But that'll pretty much sum up this review lesson for y'all. Have a good day.